Cities are noisy, crowded, expensive, yet people keep moving to them. They pay higher rents, they commute through traffic, and live in smaller places in cities, all for the privilege of being close to other people. The question is, why does this make sense from an economic perspective? I don't just mean the narrow definition of considering monetary costs and benefits, but I mean the broader idea of economics as a study of human action. Here, Edward Glaser answers this question with cities exist because they make interaction with other people cheaper. That lies at the heart of what Glaser calls the economic approach to cities. The economic approach treats cities not just as like a physical location, but he sees them as a system of individuals' choices. So people and firms, they choose locations to maximize the net benefits of proximity. These include things like access to other people, to markets, and ideas, minus then the cost of congestion, space, all the negatives that come along with being in a city. Cities thrive when the benefits of being close together outweigh the costs of people being close together. That's why across history we see cities forming around ports, on crossroads, and today around hubs of information exchange. So Glaser writes that almost every urban phenomenon, so wages, housing costs, segregation, innovation, all these sorts of things that urban economists study, these can be understood as an equilibrium outcome of those interactions and the trade-offs that all those different individuals face. So how exactly do cities increase productivity? So there are three main channels that he looks at. There's learning and knowledge spillovers, basically that cities enable faster exchange of ideas. Then there's matching, so basically larger labor markets help people and firms find better matches. And the third is sharing. Public infrastructure and specialized inputs are more efficient when they're used collectively, and there's more people able to support them and at the same time to use them. These classic agglomeration mechanisms are the same forces that we'll see later in this module, but here they're embedded in an equilibrium framework that links them to the broader urban outcomes. Of course, there are trade-offs to being in a city. So proximity raises productivity, a good thing, but it also brings about bad things like congestion, pollution, crime, loud noise when you're trying to sleep at night, high housing costs, all these bad things. Cities exist at the balance point where the marginal benefits of the interaction equal the marginal costs of the crowding and the negative. That's the economic equilibrium logic that we see here. And when costs rise too high, people move away and cities adjust. Or when the costs decrease or the benefits increase, people move in and cities grow. So because of this, Glaser emphasizes that housing markets mediate how people can access the benefits of the city. So once you kind of take this economic view of cities, policy questions look a little bit different. So the urban problems like inequality within the city, sprawl, affordability, these are all predictable outcomes of the same forces that make cities productive in the first place. That means that if you want to fix one problem, it's often going to affect a bunch of the other ones, for maybe making them better, maybe making them worse. So for example, limiting the housing supply raises prices and pushes people away from opportunity. Investment in transit could lower interaction costs and expand the effective size of the city. Education and innovation policy within a city amplify the benefits of proximity. So under this way of thinking, good urban policy enhances interaction between people and reduces the frictions between people and between firms. Um, and policy should focus on reducing these frictions rather than trying to control and affect the direct outcomes.